Welcome to my pretend cooking show. My name is Dina Mitchell and this is my kitchen. Prego, homemade fresh pasta. It can be dangerous because after you've had this, it's gonna be hard going back to anything else. I'm gonna show you how to make it. It's just eggs and flour. Can't be that hard, right? So you're going to need 2 organic, the freshest eggs you can get. I've got a little scale here. I'm gonna weigh them because in Italy, as is every place, they have different weights of eggs. Theirs seem to be a little bit larger. So I'm weighing mine. I've zeroed out the weight of the bowl. Let's see what these, oh, that's a bigger one, 60. Wow, 160, that's one of the most I've had. I've had 96 before, and this will make a difference in the flour. Generally, the rule of thumb in Italy, they'll tell you the recipe is 1 egg per 100 grams of flour. But I found that it's different. So I did 116, so I am going to go probably, I think I'm gonna start at like 190, so 80 grams each. And I split my flours. I have 00 and semolina. And I have had pasta lessons from several different chefs who have all used different kinds of flour. Some have just used the 00, some have just used the semolina, and a couple of them have used a combination of both, plus a little bit of olive oil. I'll show you that. So 00 flour is ground ultra fine. Whoops, 90, okay. And is the reason why when people go to Italy that are gluten sensitive, they may not even have a problem with it for a while. And I won't have a problem at all. Zero this out again for about a week, and that's a week of eating pizza and pasta every single day, no joke. And if you guys know me, you know that I'll go to several different restaurants and just sample everything. Okay, so there we go. I've got all my flour in. I've got 2 eggs. I've got about 190 grams of flour, and I am going to mix that up in the bowl. Try to minimize how messed up my hands get. I don't need to do it on the counter. I know you've seen that. I've seen that. We don't need to do that. We can reduce the mess. This might be just the right amount of flour. If I have to add any, I'm gonna have some on the counter so I can pull to it. This feels kind of good. All right. I'm gonna add a little, I already know. Okay. Okay, and let's start kneading that. If it's sticky at all, add more flour. And this one's a little sticky. Let me grab all this. You guys ever made homemade pasta before? Or you just buy it in the packets like I used to? This is so different. So different. And when you cook it, it literally is like 1 to 2 minutes. So amazing. All right, I'm very close to the right amount of flour. And I am just gonna knead this until it's soft. But in the very end, I'm gonna add a touch of olive oil, which I learned from Chef Alejandro. And it really made a difference. Just the combination of flours and that little bit of olive oil was just amazing. And it really made a difference. But you can do as you want. Okay, so right now it has like the texture of kind of cornmeal. I'm just gonna keep working it and it's gonna get really soft. And it's already starting. Right about now, as I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Just a little. And I'm gonna keep kneading it in. I'm gonna work that olive oil in. Couple more turns and it should be there. And again, you're looking for that really smooth texture. Okay, so I've got a really smooth texture on this and I've worked it. So I am going to wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for 20 to 30 minutes and allow it to rest. Let's see. All right. I've got one that I've allowed to rest, and let me just show you, get my hair out of the way before I start, how soft it is. It's soft, it's pliable. It is absolutely perfect, and that's just with allowing it to rest. So I am going to clean my surface. I'm gonna get some fresh semolina to use here in case my dough gets sticky at all, because it doesn't want to run through the machine when it's sticky. And if I put too much on, it'll start to crack. All right, make sure this is on. So we're going to, actually shoot, let me roll this out. Just gonna roll it out a little because I'm gonna put it through the machine. There we go. All right, I can already tell it's a little sticky. Just put a little bit on here. All right, so we're gonna run it through 3 different settings, 1, 3, and 5, 3 times each. Tell you, this little attachment makes a world of difference compared to rolling it out yourself. Plus, you can get it a lot thinner. You can get a hand crank one. These little attachments, I think, were like around $40 or so. The hand crank one you can get for about the same. It's definitely old school, but fun. All right, so I'm gonna fold it over now, and I'm gonna switch to setting 3. I'm gonna run it through 3 times. So we're gonna make cannelloni first, and then we're gonna make fettuccine. Do it again. Fold it over this time. The last time through setting 3, and I don't want to pull the pasta at all. I want it just to fall. It's hard because sometimes you kind of want to help it, but really, really don't. All right, I'm going to put it to setting 5. Put a little bit of flour on here. Just make sure it doesn't stick. Feels pretty good. All right. So going through 5. A little sloppy. A lot sloppy. All right, we can fix it. All right, so let me fold this over. And it is a little wet, so it definitely needs a little bit of flour. Fold it over one more time. It's a little better. And I think it has one more time to go. Fold this over. Make sure it's not sticky at all. All right. Wish me luck. All right, that works so well. So for cannelloni, I like a 6, which is really thin. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to 6. I'm gonna fold it over one time, 2 times, go to 6, and let's see if this works. Oh, a little bit of flour. Okay. Okay, one long strip. Let's make some cannelloni. This This is super long. I'm gonna use the whole length of the counter. All right, so basically I am looking at, this is about, what is this? It's almost 6 inches. So I'm gonna go 6 by 3. I'm gonna start down here at the end. And then I'm gonna use this piece for a template for the others. At this point, I'm gonna put some semolina on here too. I want them to stick together. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. All right. Cannelloni, what do you like on yours? A nice meat sauce, a ragu, some bechamel, spinach. Yum. All yum. Just put all on there. Make it a cannelloni timbalo. That sounds good. Okay, well, seems that I've got some cannelloni now, so I guess I'll be making that. And the last one. Okay, cool. And I am going to put some semolina on them so they don't get dry and they stay separated. It actually helps separate it as well. Cool. And I'm gonna put these aside. All right, let's make some fettuccine. Go this and go back to setting 1. And I've got more dough here. And we already know I'm gonna need some more semolina, so I'm gonna give a couple tablespoons of that. I'm gonna roll this out a little bit. So fettuccine, same thing. 3 times on number 1, 3 times on number 3, 3 times on number 5, and then I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on number 5 to make my fettuccine a little bit thicker. Okay, let's go. Feel free to skip forward. I wouldn't mind. My dough feels really good. Doesn't feel sticky. Doesn't feel dry. Alright, setting 3. Setting 1 was just wider, and as I'm changing from each setting, it's making it a little bit thinner. Another time. I'm losing count, so if I did 4, I meant to do 3. If I did 2, I meant to do 3. You got me? Alright. Alright, last one, level 5. Hey there. Trying not to pull the dough, trying to just allow it to fall. I'm definitely gonna need to fold it over. Getting a wee bit long. All right, maybe a little bit of flour. All right. One more time, and then I'm going to switch the adapter. It's one long sheet of pasta. Okay, cool. This is just a simple little screw. This part is important. I've done it several times. I haven't put it all the way in solid. So I'll start and then it just sort of takes off on me. Not fun. All right, we're in. And let's make some fettuccine. Make sure this thing feels good. Not too dry. All right, let's go. And by the way, you know what I decided? I'm gonna show you how you can make it without the machine. Right? That's only fair. Oh. Oh. Come on. Gotta help it. And there we go. Some wonderful fettuccine, and I'm gonna let it, I usually, well, first of all, let's kind of dust it in the semolina a little so it doesn't stick together. And then I will put it either in plastic wrap, or I love using these little stasher bags, and you can put it in the freezer and freeze it, or just keep it in the refrigerator and use it within the next 3 days. So how to make it without a machine. So you've got, well, the fettuccine machine. So say you rolled it out like I have now, and you can do it by hand if you want. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it over and fold it over again. And let me just make the ends straight. And just cut. The machine does a much better job than I do. And I should be using a knife, but I'm gonna go with a knife. All right, it's not that much easier. Okay, so you get the point. You have your own fettuccine noodles that you've made yourself, and you can go that. All right, guys, thanks for watching my pretend cooking show. My name is Dina Mitchell. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Ciao.